Well, today I'm joined by Zac Purton to discuss the Hong Kong International meeting this Sunday. Thanks for joining me, Zac.
No problem.
Now, let's just jump straight into it. So the first of the four Group 1s is the Vase. You'll be riding La City Blanche for Tony Cruz. You've had success on him earlier this year. How do you think you'll handle the distance?
Well, his best success so far is a Class 3 1800 metre victory at Happy Valley, which doesn't really correlate to a Group 1 race here on International Day. So I think he's well out of his depth and he's going to struggle a little bit, but it's a horse race and you never know, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, that's right. And second up is the Sprint, and you'll be riding Lucky Swainess. How do you think he'll go up against the international horses?
Well, if he can find his best form, he's clearly the best horse in the race. He's progressively been getting better from start to start this season. His first start was on a wet track carrying 135 pound. He had to give 20 pound away to the rest of the field. And he doesn't like it when it's soft. He likes it when it's firm. So it was going to be hard for him that day. And he wasn't, at his best either fitness-wise. So he ran second. It was a good run. His second start this season, once again, it was in a handicap race. He had to give 135. He carried 135, gave 20 pound away to the rest of the field. It was run at a slow tempo, and Victor, the winner, led that day, kicked off the front, run home in 21.4, and I run second again. It's hard to catch any horse when they're running home in those sectionals. And then last start, when he was a little bit fitter, he was in the right spot. He wasn't too far away. He was able to get the job done, once again, giving away a little bit of weight, but not too much. And he makes them at level weights this time. So I think fitness-wise, he's come on. At the weights, he's better placed. I think he's the best he's been going all season, and I expect him to get back to somewhere near his best.
Okay, so next up is the Mile. You'll be riding Beauty Eternal. The champ Golden 60 is in this race. However, you have beaten Golden 60 before. Do you think you can do it again with Beauty Eternal?
Well, I hope so. He's an exciting horse. He only started racing a bit over a year ago, and here he is in the International Mile, and he deserves to be there. He's continued to get better with every start. He benefited from the off-season that we had. He's matured a little bit. He was able to win the lead-up in a 5-horse field last time where they went fast. They set it up for him, but he still had to get the job done, and he did. He's had a barrier trial since then. I think he's improved that little bit more again. But this is the biggest challenge he's ever faced against Golden 60 and the Japanese. They've sent a strong team over. So it's going to be a really interesting race, especially with Golden 60 drawing 14. I've drawn a nice barrier, so I'm going to get a nice run. He's going to get his chance, and we'll get to see where he's at against the best horses.
It will be a very exciting race. And lastly, we have the biggest race of the day, the Hong Kong Cup, and you'll be riding Sword Point against last year's winner, Romantic Warrior. How do you think you'll go?
I think once again, Sword Point's up against it. His rating tells you that he's going to struggle, but he's a go-forward horse. He's going to be in the right spot. He's going to be out of trouble. Last time, I think they went a little bit too slow for him. He's a horse that likes a genuinely run race where he can get into a nice rhythm and gallop a little bit more than being in a sit and sprint. He travels a little bit too keen and he doesn't quite accelerate that well off that. But this is a very strong race. It's our best race of the day. Romantic Warriors coming back from that Cox Plate win. Prognosis is back again from Japan. Luxembourg's here from the UK. They're 3 world-class horses, and I'm glad I'm in the race so I get to see them, but I think they've got me covered.
Thanks so much for your time and all the best for Sunday.
Thank you, Sasha.
You win some, you lose more.